Thank you, Bukola, and good morning. The term genocide has a legal connotation. It speaks specifically to the fact that there is a desire to exterminate a particular group of people. Now, even though it's true, there are groups, and I think let's kind of base this on facts. We're experts. I know Osagi very well. We've done a lot together. But this is not about sentiments. This is about the reality. It's about the law. We have a Terrorism Prohibition and Prevention Act as amended in 2022 in Nigeria. That act, as at today, lists 6 groups that are terroristic in Nigeria. And if you allow me, I'll quickly mention them. One is the Jamaat al-Ahl Sunnah lil Dawati wal Jihad. Second one is the Islamic State. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Dr. Adamu.
Second one is the Islamic State in West Africa province, otherwise called ISWAP. The third one is the group called Ansaru. And then more recently, they added the Lakurawas to the group. And then you have the Mahmudawas, which is the 5th group. And then the 6th one, which is the more controversial one, is the indigenous people of Biafra. So as at today, these are the groups that are recognized by the Constitution as terrorist groups, not by me, not by anyone, but by the Constitution. It's also very important for us as Nigerians to realize that no person has the right to designate any group terroristic apart from a competent court of jurisdiction as provided by that act. So when you ask me, for instance, whether they are genocide, what comes to my mind is what is the objectives of this group? Like Osagi rightly mentioned, most of these groups have the objective to establish a Sharia caliphate. Now, are they killing Nigerians on the basis of their religion? The answer is no. From my data, and I challenge anyone, including Osagi, if he has data to show it. I've been able to raise data using my company's collection, as well as ACLED. ACLED is the globally recognized collection standpoint. The number of killings, according to religions, there are more Muslims have been killed by these groups, but than Christians. Yes, when they started, they were targeting Christians, but over time, the spread has been all over the north central, northwest, and northeast of the country. Now, when you tabulate all of the figures, and I was shocked. I have a team. The team includes Christians, they include Muslims. We have a DEI policy in my company, which is diversity, equity, and inclusion. The numbers speak for themselves. There is no specific targeting of either Christians or Muslims. They kill almost at random. In fact, interestingly, we came up with bar charts to show the number of churches that have been attacked, as well as the number of mosques that have been attacked. And there is no difference, really. In some locations, more churches, in other locations, more mosques. So I think it's very important for us to take a step back, keep our sentiments aside, and speak to facts. Like I said, these are facts. And if I even knew this was what we were going to discuss, I would have come with this presentation to show you. And of course, it can be challenged by anyone who is interested. So again, I do not believe there is genocide. I believe there are killings, there are pogroms. And if you speak to the Muslim community, they would mention to you things that happen in Yalwa Shandam in Plateau State. They would speak to you things that happen in Kafanchan, in Zangon Kataf, in Kaduna, in Taraba, in so many locations. So it's sad that as a country, we're discussing this issue along religion line. What we should be discussing, I think, is how do we reduce the killings? It's not about Islam, it's not about Christianity, it's about the killings that are happening in Nigeria. And I'm hoping that the conversation will go to that point as against what I would say is needless and probably further divide our country.